you have this stuff going on at the combine, and it's paralysis by analysis, and now it's hand size. First, it was Kyler Murray's height. Now it's his hand size here. Like they're gonna work to find something that is going to convince somebody not to draft him here. What's more important, how tall he is, or how big his hands are?
I think the hand size is a bigger issue, Dan, because, look, you go from that college football to the NFL ball, and there is a fundamental difference. You try to grip a college ball, it's easier to grip than an NFL ball, and if there is an issue with hand size, that's how it manifests itself. You see a lot of fumbles. Remember Dante Culpepper, 6'5", 260, he had small hands, and he had a ton of fumbles. So from the standpoint of being able to throw the ball, to being able to hold on to the ball, I think it's far more important. I joked earlier today that height and weight issues with Kyler Murray have been a convenient distraction from the possibility that his hands aren't big enough. That's really the metric that matters.
Are you all in on Kyler Murray, or you still got a question mark there?
I'm fascinated by what he could be. I'm concerned because when I see that he weighs 205, it's like, is he swallowing bricks? Like, you saw him at the week of the Super Bowl. We had Russell Wilson, and then we had Kyler Murray a couple of hours later. And there's a fundamental difference between Wilson and Murray from a bulk standpoint.
Yeah.
Murray isn't just short. He's like slight of frame. And if you start packing extra muscle on that frame, where is it all going to go? I mean, eventually he's going to be like more compact than Popeye. And at some point you lose some of your explosiveness if you put too much weight on. So that's what I'm concerned about, is his overall frame, not necessarily how tall he is. And I also worry about this baseball angle, Dan, and he's saying all the right things, but there has to be a spot between 1 and 256 where below that spot, all of a sudden baseball sounds better to him again. And he can say he's all in with football for now. And if he's a top 10 pick, sure. Top 15, sure. At what point after 15? At what point after 20? At what point after round 1 is the point where he says, Oakland A's, I had another change of heart. I'll take your money again. Now, I don't expect him to fall that far because last year we had 5 first-round quarterbacks, and they all worked out, and I think quarterbacks are going to get overdrafted this year, and Murray's got that sizzle factor and the big upside. But that's my concern, that there's going to be somebody in a sweet spot that ends up not being very sweet if they draft him, and he decides, well, you know what, I was wrong about all of this. I'm going to play baseball instead.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.